Hey everyone, it's your Almighty Wolf here, back in with another review, and today I'm reviewing The Batman, which is directed by Matt Reeves, who did Let Me In, Cloverfield, and of course the Planet of the Apes films, and it stars Robert Pattinson as the Cape Crusader himself, The Batman, Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Paul Dano as the Riddler, Colin Farrell as the Penguin, and many, many more. And in this one, it takes place the second year of the Batman, as he discovers a new killer named the Riddler, who's been killing key political figures and leaving trails of clues that lead to the corruption of Gotham and the Wayne legacy. So as you guys know, The Batman is one of my most anticipated films for 2022 and one of my most anticipated films of all time, and I will never forget the first teaser that dropped back in August of 2020 during DC Fandom. That teaser alone what made DC Fandom amazing. From that teaser, when the opening shot of the Riddler duct taping that guy, we all knew for a fact that this movie was going to be incredible. And just the whole vibe of the trailer, it was dark, it was gothic, and we got the better look at the characters, and that teaser alone was incredible, and we all couldn't wait to see this. And the music, of course, Nirvana, that was amazing. And then we got the second trailer, which was incredible, and even better than the teaser. And then we got the third trailer, which was really, really good. And all three of these trailers were really, really incredible, and I loved every single one of these trailers. And we all knew for a fact, and I knew, that this movie was going to meet our expectations, and that this movie was going to be incredible. And now the movie's finally here. And did this movie meet our expectations? Is it the best Batman movie of all time? Is this the movie that, after all this trailers, after all the hype, is this the Batman movie we've all been waiting for? And, well, I gotta say this, and I gotta say this now. This movie is a work of art. It is cinema at its finest. The Batman is one of the best. It's easily one of the best movies I've seen this year, and the best movie I've seen since The Dark Knight. And not only that, it's one of the best comic book films I've seen of all time. It's really, from start to finish, it's one of the most breathtaking, one of the most incredible movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I have never seen a movie that really just blew me away with this much creativity, with this much production value, with this much just everything to this movie. From start to finish, it just truly blows your mind, and I loved every single second of this movie. With that being said, I'm going to start off with the things I absolutely loved about The Batman, and only talk about the things I love, because I have no single problems with this film whatsoever. Right off the bat, what did I love about The Batman? So, first off, the characters. The characters of the movie are incredible. I think we all know this by now. Robert Pattinson as the Batman is brilliant. He's amazing as the Batman. I say he's one of my personal favorites since Christian Bale. He is incredible as the Batman, and he delivers on so many levels. And just this role, it fits for him, because the movie and the vibe of it, it's dark and gothic, and Robert Pattinson has played some dark gothic characters before, and this role just fits perfectly for him. And he delivers both Bruce Wayne, and he delivers both Bruce Wayne and Batman so perfectly, and he's perfect for this role, and he's amazing. That's all I have to say. He's amazing, and he's my personal favorite Batman since Christian Bale. He's amazing. He's just awesome. That's all I really have to say. And then what else do I have to say? Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. She's incredible. She's the best Catwoman, I'd say, since Michelle Pfeiffer's, and I love that for a fact that I think we're gonna get to see more of Catwoman after the first Batman. And I like the fact that they introduced her in the first Batman movie, because it leads more into her. We get to see more of her in the sequels, and I heard we might get a spin-off show, so that will be pretty cool. But yeah, I just really love the fact that they're introducing her in the first film, so we get to see more of her in the sequels and even in the spin-off show. Because the thing is, Catwoman has only been in just like one movie, and that's really about it. And now we get to see her in the first Batman, so which could lead, or which could lead to us seeing her in the sequels and even in the spin-off show. And I love that, and Zoe Kravitz is incredible as Catwoman. She plays an incredible Selena Kyle, and I say it's really comic accurate from just like the haircut, just the whole vibe of the movie, like just everything about her. It's really comic accurate to 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 the Batman comics and her character. It really just feels like that. I'd say really it's like the second most, or actually no, this is like the first most comic accurate Catwoman I'd say I've seen yet. Because the second would be Anne Hathaway. I mean, in terms of Anne Hathaway, in terms of like the costume and like the whole vibe, or like I wouldn't say was comic accurate, but her story was more comic accurate. But with Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman, it's very comic accurate in terms of the look and the story. And I love that, I really love that we get to see both of the look and the story fit in perfectly with this movie. And she delivers an incredible performance, and she's amazing, and that's all I really have to say. And then after that, we also have Colin Farrell as Penguin. Oh my god, he's amazing. He's amazing, and he played the shit out of this role. And the prosthetics, I couldn't even recognize him. I thought it was a different actor. I really thought that, and the way, just first of all, I gotta give a shout out to the prosthetics crew. How they did it, I don't even know. But what they did, it's truly incredible, and you could really see the facial expressions of of Colin Farrell's Penguin, and oh my god, he is amazing. He is amazing as Oswald Cobblepot, and he's brilliant. He's brilliant as a Penguin, and he delivers an incredible performance. And I can't wait to see him in the spin-off show, because he's also getting a spin-off show, and he's amazing. That's all I gotta say. He is an amazing, and I mean amazing Penguin. I absolutely loved him, and he did a great job. I really think so, and he's an amazing actor, and he did an amazing Oswald Cobblepot. And then of course we have the star of the show himself. We have the villain of this movie. The Riddler, Paul Dano. Oh my god. I gotta say, he acted the shit out of this role. I'd say he's my favorite villain since, I'd say this interpretation of this villain is probably my favorite since I'd say Joker, the Dark Knight Joker. He really reminded me, I think he really reminded me of the Dark Knight Joker in some way. Kind of, because he in the movie, without really spoiling it, I think you've seen it in the trailers, by the way, he has like the face, like he has these cameras, and he records things, and he records like if you've seen the trailer, he records messages for the people, and he really reminded me of the Joker. He really did. He really reminded me, and he was amazing in this role. He was amazing. He played the shit out of this role. Paul Dano is an incredible actor, and he did an amazing job as Riddler, and just the whole look of him it's awesome, and I absolutely love this look. And he really reminded me a lot of Dark Knight Joker, because they're both masterminds in some way, and in this movie he's a literal mastermind, and he sends out messages for the people, and he brings out threats. He's such a mastermind, like the Joker's from the Dark Knight, and he played an incredible performance. He did an incredible performance, and he's amazing. Paul Dano, he's amazing in this role. And I think he should win an Oscar for this, even though I know he's probably not going to get nominated. But I think he delivered an incredible performance, and he was amazing. He's just awesome. He just really, really, really is awesome as the Riddler, because he's just awesome. And then we have other characters, which I won't really go into details with because I already explained for the other characters in the movie, such as Batman, Catwoman, Penguin, and Riddler, in this movie. But other characters such as Jeffrey Wright's Commissioner Gordon, or he's just called Gordon. He's not called Commissioner yet, because I think later in the movie we'll probably get to see that. But he's James Gordon in this movie, and he delivers an amazing James Gordon, and he's personally my favorite since Gary Oldman. And then after that, we got Andy Serkis as Alfred, which was good. I really liked his Alfred, but definitely not my favorite. I think the best one, in my opinion, is Michael Caine, because he delivered that performance so well, and he was an amazing Alfred. But I think he was good. I liked his performance, and I think he did a really, really great job. And then we got John Turturro. He's an amazing actor, and he delivered an amazing Carmine Falcone. And I say he's almost comic accurate to the one in the comics. He's like comic accurate, because he's like if you've seen in the comics, Carmine Falcone has a mustache, and he has a mustache in this film, and I think he did a great job as Carmine Falcone, and I really, really liked his performance. I liked every single piece of the performance, and every actor really did an incredible job, and they were awesome. And that's really it for the characters. What I also loved about this film is that this film really truly feels like a 2-in-1 film. It really feels like you're watching two movies in one. One moment it's like a crime drama like The Godfather, and in the other it's like a serial killer murder mystery like Seven. And it really truly feels like that. And I love how these two movies, these two genres fit in this film, because it really fits perfectly with this film. And you get that vibe. You really get that vibe of The Godfather and Seven. It just perfectly blends together in a Batman movie, and it's breathtaking, and the score of the movie is incredible. I'd say it's really one of my favorite scores ever, and it's the same composer who did Spider-Man No Way Home, The Incredibles, and now is doing Thor Love and Thunder. And his name is Michael G. I don't know how to say his last name, but he is an incredible composer, and he did an amazing job with the Batman, and I gotta give him props, because the score alone really gave me chills, and it really comes close. I'd say it really comes close to the Batman 89, and even the Hans Zimmer score, and really that score alone really is one of my favorites since both those films, and it really it's really something special, and I absolutely love the score for the movie. So that's really it for both the characters and the score and the whole movie itself. And the movie really just also brings in incredible production value. As you guys know, the movie is dark and gothic, which I absolutely love, and it promises on that level, and you get that level. It's dark, it's gothic, and Gotham really truly looks like Gotham. It really truly looks like a shithole place, and Matt Reeves captures that Batman Gotham look, and I absolutely love that about this film. And Gotham really feels like you're really looking at the Gotham you know and love. It truly feels like a little bit like the games. I mean, the games look more like the 89 film, but I'd say it really comes close to the games and to Batman 89. And also, really, what makes this movie interesting, it feels old school yet new school. It really feels like you're watching an old school Batman movie, yet you're watching a new school Batman movie. That is like, it blends in perfectly with the modern and the old. Like, it reminds me of Christopher Nolan and Tim Burton, and you have those together, you blend it perfectly with the Matt Reeves film, and I love that. I absolutely love that, and I kind of like that it also pays a little bit of homage to Batman 92. Specifically, fun fact. If you've seen in the trailer, Catwoman, Selena Kyle wears like these boots that in Batman Returns, Catwoman wears, and it's a really nice homage to the older Batman films, and it really feels like that. And Batman in this movie really also reminds me. He also really reminds me of Michael Keaton because he kind of has the voice similar to Michael Keaton. It's not like gargly like Christopher Bale's Batman, but it's like kind of like cool, like, hey, I'm Batman, like that kind of thing. Like it really feels like that. It feels a little bit like a homage to the older Batman films, yet bringing in a little bit of the new school in it. And I love that. I absolutely love that, and I love that it brings in both the old school and the new school together, and it really just fits perfectly with this film, and I absolutely love that part to the Batman. Besides everything else I said about the movie brings in really some incredible stuff that we all know by now. Of course, the fight sequences, just like any other Batman movie, the fight sequences in this movie are incredible, and I love every single fight sequence in this movie. Personally, my favorite is the fight sequence. That fight sequence was just awesome, and I absolutely loved it. And it really is well choreographed. These fight sequences alone are really incredible to look at, and specifically really just also really look at, because none of these fight scenes had shaky cam. Every single fight scene you get to see in this movie are really easy to look at, and you get to see everything that's going on, and I absolutely love that. And the fight sequences in the movie really are incredible, and I absolutely love that. And then we have the bat suit. The bat suit in the movie looked incredible. I absolutely love the bat suit. I'd say really it's personally my favorite bat suit ever. And I'd say out of all the bat suits, it really is my favorite, because all the bat suits before have been good, but there was never one that was like, I'd say was my personal favorite. I'd say the ones that are close to being my favorite were the 89 and the 92 and the Justice League bat suit. But personally, the one that really strikes me the most is the bat suit in this movie, because that bat suit alone is incredible to look at, and I absolutely love it. And it's really personally my favorite bat suit. We also have the Batmobile. The Batmobile is really incredible looking Batmobile, and I like it because it's like a simple car. Yeah, it's a muscle car. It's not like crazy looking, but it's personally my favorite looking Batmobile I've seen yet. And then we get the Batcycle, which looks really awesome in the movie. And then also the Batcave. The Batcave is actually an underground railroad, which was really, 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 really cool. That's all I really have to say. Underground railroad, or specifically underground train station, which is pretty cool. I just loved everything about what this movie looks like. It really is a breathtaking film to really see. The action sequences alone, the bat suit, the bat gadgets, the production value. Like I said before, it's dark, it's gothic, and it just fits perfectly well with this film. And it really truly feels like the Batman movie for the ages. And the production, just everything about the production value it's insanely incredible, and Matt Reeves did an amazing job of bringing that dark Batman that we all love, that fits perfectly well with the old school Batman and the new school Batman, or shall I say the modern school Batman of the Christopher Nolan trilogy and the Tim Burton trilogy all together in this. And really, it's really something special, and I absolutely love that. So yeah, that's that for that. And the score, of course, like I said before, the score is amazing. Just the whole movie itself is a work of art. I absolutely love it. It's a cinema at its finest. The Batman from start to finish is one of the best films I've watched this year, the best comic book film I've watched of all time, and the best film I've seen since The Dark Knight. So the movie gets a 10 out of 10. From start to finish, it's incredible. Incredible story. Really personally my favorite Batman story yet. Incredible Batsuit, incredible action sequences, incredible blend of bringing in both, crime drama aspect of Godfather, yet the serial killer murder mystery of Seven into this film. And then what else did I like about the film? The awesomely amazing characters. Just everything about the Batman is from start to finish is incredible, and it gets a 10 out of 10. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It was a very hard video to make, but I finally made it, and we're going to do a spoiler review, talk about my spoilers for that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and peace.